Hello, and welcome to another podcast, Marriage Gone Wrong. Remember, in this podcast, we are talking marital challenges. This is a platform where we are turning lemons into lemonade. I am your marriage advocate, and welcome to our channel. Family, one request that I have, please subscribe to our channel. You are helping us to grow this platform. We will be able to get better equipment for the future. Please subscribe. Subscription is free, guys. It is so free. Subscribe to the channel, then we can grow. Moving forward, in today's episode, I would like us to look at one topic that I've been asked by many to come and discuss and share with you. I would like us to talk about ties or links, whichever one you prefer. There are different types of ties which are a danger to a marriage. Most marriages went wrong because of ties. What am I talking about? Firstly, let me clarify the 4 types of ties that I will be talking about today. The first tie, a link or a connection, is the psychological tie, which is mental. Second one is the physical tie. I'll give more details in a later stage. The third one is emotional tie or link. And the most common one that we talk about in most cases is the soul tie. And this is not a spiritual tie. This is the soul tie. And if we can understand, family, the effect of these ties in our marriages, they become good, they become bad. When they are bad, they are a danger to our marriages. The good ties are the ones that I have between myself, that are there between myself and my partner. Those are healthy, good ties. Any other tie that I have with somebody else, not my partner, that is dangerous. Let me talk firstly about the psychological tie with somebody who's not my partner. This is the connection, the mental connection or the mental link that I have with somebody else. Somebody that I think about. Somebody that I can't stop thinking about. The link between the two. Because this is not my partner, the tie is unhealthy. I will share when I get to that point. How do you know that you are connected to somebody else? So that psychological, mental tie that I have with somebody, not my partner, it is not healthy for the relationship. Because here I am sitting here thinking about somebody else. Here I am trying to talk to my partner. At the back of my mind, deep down in me, I'm thinking about somebody else. Remember the song that says, your body is here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. That's the psychological, mental tie that one has got with somebody else. And it's too dangerous for the relationship that you are in. The second one that I spoke about is the emotional tie. If if you sitting and you are emotionally connected to somebody who is not your partner, that becomes a problem. An emotional tie is any other thing that happens to somebody else, either it's good or bad. Let me give you a good example. If the person, my ex, somebody that I've been involved with before, is not well, the mood in my current relationship, in the family, changes because I got a message that somebody that I once had an affair with is not feeling well. Emotionally, I am connected to that individual. When the person cries, I also cry. When the person has got some good news, he or she bought a new car, I also celebrate because we are emotionally connected. And that is a danger because now I'm starting to be affected by somebody whom I am not in a relationship with, whether in a good or in a bad way. But the fact that I celebrate or I cry, I become emotionally because of somebody else who I am not in a relationship with, that is a danger. The mood can change in the house because I just got an SMS from somebody else telling me some bad news about what happened to him or her. Now my children or my partner will have to experience what this bad experience that I'm sharing with them because my emotions are affected because of somebody else. So that is not a healthy connection between two people, myself and somebody else. The third one is the physical tie. Physical tie, and maybe before I go to the physical, all these links that I'm talking about, the biggest contributor to these links is sex, making love. When you engage in a sexual activity, intercourse with somebody else, you are activating and strengthening all the ties that I'm referring and talking about. Now, the physical tie, as it is, it's physical. You get connected to this individual because you guys are exchanging fluids, body fluids, through the kiss, we kissing with an open mouth, your tongues are touching, saliva is being exchanged. Others, even when we engage into sexual intercourse, there is no protection used. We exchanging fluids. So we getting physically connected from those fluids that we're exchanging. Worst of all, in some instances, we find ourselves having a baby. That's a connection between these two individuals, myself and this partner that I have. We've got now a baby that brings the two of us together physically. I've contributed a semen, a sperm. The partner contributed with an egg receiving the sperm. And here is a child being born. So both of us contributed physically. There's sperm from my side, the egg from the partner, and the baby is born. Then there is a physical connection between myself and this partner of mine. And it becomes very dangerous now. You can't even separate that. I can't go back and say, bring what belongs to me, what I gave you. The partner can say, let me have also what I contributed to the birth of the baby. The last one that most of us are talking about is a soul tie. soul tie. A soul is not a spirit. A soul is the mind, is the will, is the emotion. The connection between the two people. We connect our souls. And the danger in that, and I wish I can have more time to explain this particular connection between two people, because this is the most dangerous of all the ties that I'm talking about. The soul ties. Now, once we have come together through the sexual intercourse, once we have engaged and we are now connected, myself and this partner, this individual, that's when things are going wrong. Sometimes in my life, one needs to sit down and look back and ask yourself, how many soul ties do I, how many people have I engaged with sexually whom we are today now soul connected? Because through all those sexual intercourses, remember, a family, a sex or making love, sex, it is not physical. It is never physical. It is always, it involves the emotions, it involves your soul, it involves everything, psychological being. Yes, physically you will be there. But the biggest part thereof is your soul connecting to this individual. That is why in most instances, when somebody is not ready, will say, I am not ready. Physically, I'm here. But my soul, my spirit, my mind, the inner being is not there. So I can't engage into this activity if I am not fully available for it. I need to be here. So that is the danger of having friends with benefits. Because now you ended up being connected to each and every individual whom you are going to engage or you have engaged with. If for example, I meet this lady and we have an affair, one night stand maybe, that lady is going to leave, or I for one, I am going to live connected with her. I'm going to have with me a link, the soul link, soul tie with that individual. Then tomorrow I'm engaging with another one, or she engages with another one. So you find the two of us, I'm being connected with another 5 ladies, and she is now connected with another 5 guys except myself. So looking at myself alone, it's me with these 5 souls that I've engaged sexually with. Now the danger is these souls that I'm connected with, at most instances, and this is too deep for a person who's not spiritual. In most instances, these souls are creating fights and conflicts within myself. Because I've got this lady, that one, that. Then all those souls, those spirits, now let me refer to that term, starts to fight in me. The same applies with a lady whom I've engaged with and she had met other guys. All those souls that she collected or she is linked to starts to create a fight in her. And some and most of the time, while you are trying to settle down, you found the person whom you think you are going to build your family with. Things are not turning right. Most ladies will even complain or face challenges. They are trying to conceive, they keep on having miscarriages. And one will ask, medically, the doctors said I am fine. I don't know what is wrong. It's the spirits that are there with this lady or myself as a guy. The spirits that I'm carrying around with me that are always having clash with myself. Clashes with the partner that I'm trying to settle and build a family with. This is too deep family. And I so hope you can understand the danger of having multiple partners. If for example, I am, for now, let's say me, myself as Mbambo, I meet this individual, her name is Kubeka, and I am going to live with her the Mbambos in me. And this lady, the Kubeka lady, is going to meet another guy, the Mkize. Now, when you engage with this individual, you are going to receive the ancestors and the spirits from this Mkize individual that you'll be engaging with. So every time that you engage sexually with somebody else, you are receiving spirits from that person. Whether being a guy or a girl, you are receiving spirits from that individual. You are receiving, now your souls get connected in such a way, it becomes difficult to break it. How do you know that you've got a soul tie? How do you know? Somebody asked me that question. How do I tell? Can I see myself that I've got a soul tie? And the answer is very easy. Say yes. You know that you've got a soul tie if there is this individual whom you think about most often, and that person is not your partner. If from time to time you keep on thinking about this person, you've got a soul tie to that individual. The other reason, when you are on a sexual intercourse with your partner, but you are thinking about somebody else, there is a soul tie. You are linked to that person. You can't have your partner and enjoy what you guys are doing. Your mind is thinking about somebody else. You are connected to that person. The other one, if you are finding it difficult to move on after you've separated with somebody, if you are finding it difficult to start your life and move on and do your own things after you've separated, you are still linked to that individual. You've got a soul tie. Some are even other reasons. You find others being in this abusive relationship and they are finding it difficult to break it. The relationship is not good. But the person walks out today, he's back or she's back tomorrow because of the ties, because of the links that are there. You could be as the most abused individual, but you are struggling to leave that relationship because of the soul ties. So you will know that I am bound, I am linked to this person because I can't leave him or her. The other one, after your divorce, after your separation, you are finding it difficult to get into another relationship and move and stay with your new partner. When you want to make decisions, you always consider the ex. You want to move house and go and buy a house somewhere else, but it's difficult for you to wake up in the morning and say, I'm moving houses. You want to change a car and get a new car. It is difficult for you to go and buy a new car. Whatever change that you want to make in your life, you're finding it difficult. You always want validation. I wonder what will my ex say if I do the following. You have separated, you have divorced, but you still find it difficult. You want to consider how the other person will feel or what will the other person say. It says to you, you've got a soul tie. So all this that I'm sharing with you, if you are in a relationship and you find yourself facing some or all of this or most of what I just mentioned now, you should know that you've got a soul tie. Or you should know that you've got a tie. But right now, I was more specifically talking about the soul ties because those are the dangerous links that we talk about. And the last part is, how do you break these soul ties? How do you break the ties? There are three things that I want to share with you that you can do. First, you need to acknowledge that you've got a soul tie. Acknowledging is accepting that I do have a soul tie because I qualify the few things that I've mentioned above. I can't stop thinking about this person. I can't move on with my life. When I'm in bed, I think about that other one, not the one that I'm engaged with, and the rest of the things that I've mentioned. You need to acknowledge that first. Accept that there is somebody whom I am thinking about. There is somebody whom I am linked to somehow. Once you have acknowledged that, you go to step number 2. Number 2 is cut off the links between yourself and that individual. What am I referring to by cutting off? I always say out of sight, out of mind. If you have to move so that you don't see that individual whom you are troubled by, whom you can't sleep, always thinking about, move. Others even resign because you are linked to you had something, a feeling with this person, your colleague at work. And now the colleague at work is causing chaos and havoc in your marriage. Resign. That's the kind of I'm referring to. You are divorced. You have separated with this individual. Why are you keeping your ring on if you saying we are divorced and separated? This ring is always going to remind you of that individual, your ex. So the link will, every time when you look at the ring, you think about that, your ex. Why are you keeping your wedding dress in your wardrobe? Because you are divorced. So get rid of it. It goes to an extent, go and burn it if you have to, or give it to somebody else whom you won't even see. Don't give it to your sister, and then you're gonna see that dress every time when you visit your sister. Sell it. Take it back to the shop and if possible, give you a refund. But get rid of that. Clean. Remove everything. Why are you keeping those pictures? Why are you keeping the pictures? Why are you still using the phone that your ex bought you? It is a reminder. Every time when you take the phone, it reminds you of that individual. You are in a new relationship now. You want to move on. It is difficult for you to move. So you need to cut the connections. You need to cut the link between yourself. Anything that will remind you of the ex, you need to get rid of. Remove it. The car that you guys were using together, go and change it. Take it in. Trade the car in, get another one. So that's the second step that, and this is I think the most difficult of them all. Because you can't be using what you are using with your ex and you think you are going to enjoy what you have with your current partner. You won't. From time to time. And West, others will even go to an extent of saying, me and my partner were, when you refer to this, if it's the house, me and my partner used to sit outside. You're telling your current partner, me and my ex, we used to sit here. The furniture that you guys used before, remove. Get a new furniture. Like I said, if you have to sell the house and go and buy another one, do that. Because in this space, there are memories. And memories are difficult to wipe off. Memories are there to stay. Everything that will happen will trigger the memory. And you try and act as if you know, I forgot. No, you didn't. You always remember. And that will create a problem for you and your current partner. And the last step that I want you, family, to do is pray about this. Pray about it. Find yourself, if you can go to your church, your prayer group, your pastor, pray about it. Ask God to remove this cup from you. Pray about it because you'll be working on it. Firstly, I said you have admitted the problem. Secondly, I said you are starting to remove everything that reminds you of the ex. Now you are saying, let me do something about it. I'm going to pray about this. I'm going to cleanse myself so that I'm getting rid of the old and I'm saying in with the new, out with the old. So I just wanted to share this with you today, family, so that you can see the dangers that all these four ties, the links that poses in our current relationships. But like I said, the most dangerous of them all is the fourth one, which is the soul tie. The more we engage into sexual activities with other people, we are strengthening those links. Just imagine a pipe between me and somebody else. Every day when I see and talk to this person, it gets stronger, this link between the two of us. So the more you feed into this connection, it's getting stronger. It's going to be difficult for you to break and get away from this individual. So stop. If you want your relationship to succeed, if you want your marriage to remain on the right path, stop. Stop. Let's stop doing what we've been doing before. Most marriages went wrong because of these ties that I'm referring to. It's in the mind. You're thinking about this individual all the time. It is creating a problem for you. You are now not enjoying what you are sharing with your partner today because there is something in your mind. There is somebody who's living, and this invisible individual who is living in your space. Stop. Let's not have this imaginary people in our life. When you are with your partner, have your partner. But this is not only even imaginary. It's that in person whom you are linked with. You had something with this individual. So accept, cut off, and go and pray. Remove this from your space. You are going to get into trouble. Guys are going to fight over this because you are not your own. You are going to change. You are not yourself anymore. Your partner will have issues with that. If you love your partner, go wholeheartedly. Show love. Stop all these other things that are on the side. Clean your house. Remove everything that is in your mind. Remember, I always say the biggest, the important sex organ in the body, it is not a private part, it is the mind. So if in your mind you've got a lot of other people and links to other people, you can't be the best. You can't give your partner the best of you because your mind is cluttered and full of other things. With me say that, family, I say please, please enjoy your marriage. We don't want marriages going wrong. That is why we educate and make sure that you are walking on the straight and narrow. It is not easy, but it is enjoyable. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time in the next episode. Again, just a quick reminder, please subscribe to our channel. We want you to be part of this family where we are learning, where we are improving our marriages, where we are making sure that our marriages won't go wrong. We're learning from the mistakes of the past. And me say that I'm your advocate, marriage advocate. I will see you in the next episode. Ciao, ciao. Bye.